2 at 2:23 p.m. just outside of Toronto time, and it's even better this time to see you guys. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday, a wonderful full moon, a super full beaver moon. The moon is supposed to be like the closest to the earth during these full moons, so it's awesome. I love them. But anyway, yeah, it's good to see everybody. Hope you guys are doing great. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Here they come. Back in the saddle again. Hopefully this is gonna work better. I don't know. There's something about that room where I can't get Wi-Fi. Beaver Moon, that's what they're calling it. Beaver. I don't get it either, dude. It's so strange. I don't know who's naming these either. What would we name them though, Rich? If we had that power, what would we call the moon? I don't know. We'd call it like a colossal moon or something, right? Beaver Moon. What would we call it? But what's going on? Yeah, Clout Moon. Frederick Mull the Moon. Yeah, it's good to see everyone. Axel, thank you so much. Axel says congratulations. Yes, so Philosophers Walk is now live and available. I said it last night, and almost like instantly, I submitted available at 12 midnight. Somebody was asking, why is it sold out? Well, I mean, I had to set it up on the site first, and I didn't make it available till midnight, September the 5th. And then instantly, like at 12:01, order came in. And it was like one of our regulars, Samantha Boss, like instantly, you know, like instantly. So the second order was a Fosco. It was like a Bosco and a Fosco. A 1-2 punch, you know what I mean? So they just started coming in rolling from there. So a big thank you to them and everybody that placed an order. It's really exciting. Yep. Oh, here comes another order. A bunch of orders are coming in for samples, for bottles. But yo, there she is. Bosco, thank you so much. Thank you. Got your order. I hope you love it. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for trying Philosopher's Walk, you know, blindly. Samples are available if anyone wants to try them, but yeah, it's really exciting. No, not that. Samantha Bosco. This Bosco right here. Bosco right here. Oh, you already got to sample it. That's right. That's right. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed your sample. That's awesome. Yeah, so last night, like what I every full moon, I take my manifestations out to the moon. Like I write and I write and I write, and I'm always writing like my dreams and my goals and my desires, whatever it comes to my mind. So at the end of every month, I take those drawings under the out under the moon and I burn them. I just let them the sea, you know what I mean? And it was something that I wanted to bring to life. So I would write about it back then and I would burn those things just like I do today about things in the future. You know what I mean? Oh, I keep buffering. No, this is horrible. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but hopefully it gets better. Let us know how it goes. Yeah, so I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm on the cell. I'm on data. I'm on data. I'm on data. I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I mean, I can turn the Wi-Fi on. I don't think it'll be any better. But yeah, I would just kind of write. I would just kind of write all my dreams and my desires and my goals. Like I always have goals. Oh, more samples are coming. Yeah, I'd always have more goals and stuff. And I would write, just pages of writing. You know what I mean? It's like that's where your truth comes out in your writing. If you don't have anyone to talk to, like having these deep conversations, you can always write them on paper. So I would take these out and I would burn them. And last night I took them out, like right at midnight, a couple minutes before midnight. I took my drawings out, kind of burned them right under the full moon, and then I kind of yeah, I let Philosophers Walk go live on lesupstoday.com, and right after that, orders started coming in. It was a great feeling. So yeah, thank you everyone that was part of it. To just kind of watch that manifestation come alive. Philosopher's Moon was almost the name. The moon might be part of a name someday. I'm just obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the kind of magnetic gravitational pull it has, the effect it has on us as humans, and just try and understand that and be with it and just enjoy it. Yeah, how's everybody doing? You know what? My phone is up for. Oh, we're back. Hi, Mitra. How's the connection this time? Hopefully better. Thanks, Often Licked. I appreciate you. Congratulations. I missed a bunch of. Oh, Sensational says just bought. Thank you. We'll be getting those out soon. Very, very soon. But I saw Wally in here somewhere. I saw India here. Germs, good to see Germs. Says I'll be grabbing a bottle on payday, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Germs. I appreciate you. Yeah, anyone that's interested. Wally is in the car. Good to see Wally. Jared says my wife. No, I'm on the cell data, but my phone is up. It's up for an upgrade soon. I think maybe even this month. Maybe I'll just go get a new phone. So we're just on pure data now, which should be better than Wi-Fi. The answer is 12. Is it always 12, James? MJ says, congrats. Texted Bistro, said it's available tomorrow on their site. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, wherever you want to get it, I appreciate your support. Thank you. Whether you want to get it at Bistro or Saint Salier or I think it's Studio Olfattivo in Italy. I can never remember the name. Arian says it's getting better. Germ says buffering. Reset the router. I can't. Once the phone is live, I can't do it unless I end the stream. Drawn by, hello, says looking forward to trying Philosopher's Walk. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. I really enjoyed being part of the creation process with Antoine. It was a lot of fun. Like, this was a lot of fun. Can I do a backflip? Probably not without hurting myself. Arian says, is it just me or data's been slow in Canada? All my friends were complaining. It might just be Canada, bud. I don't know what's going on here. It's the only thing I expect from them is good data. That's all I want. I don't need anything else from you. That and protect me in case of a war. The answer is always pi. Yeah, pi 12. Pi solves a lot of things. My cell provider is done with your 8-hour streams. Well, damn them then, right? Damn them, because I mean that's the least that's their job, is to provide us data. Give us what you're offering. What are we paying for? Turn the Wi-Fi on. It's not going to hurt you. It wants to help you. It's the Wi-Fi that sometimes interrupts with my streams too. Bobby, what's going on, Bobby? Good to see Bobby. All right. It says, Rich, we need a top 5 Serge Lutons with Eugene. We need a lot of top 5 or just videos in general. Yeah, a top 5. A top 5. Cell Canada, they are throttling you. Well, hey, we're happy with what we have, but we want the best. Yeah, thank you, Often Like. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Fragrance View. Is that Peter with a new picture there? I can't tell the picture. Often looks ordering a Bellam sample recently. Haha, thanks for shipping out so quickly. Oh, did you get it? Did you get it already? Wow. Mitra says, I'm not sure if I'm behind in the video, but it sounds good to me. All right, well, good. Oh, there's 76 people here. That went from 76 to 51 really fast. Guys, like the stream. Thank you for liking the stream. Let us know what fragrance you're all wearing. I'm in Descended of all things. I'm not in Philosopher's Walk. I'm in Descended today. I was in La Doulette skis yesterday, so maybe I'll wear Philosopher's Walk today to work. Yeah, I'm going to work today still too. I've got a job to do, but the moon looked gorgeous last night. You know what, Omar? You're lucky because it was so casty here, overcast, cloudy. I barely even got to see it. I knew it was there, but we didn't see it. It was so damn cloudy. I did get a good video of the clouds. I posted on my IG stories. But it was super cloudy. You're lucky you got a good view. Like most of the night, I would go in. Like I'm at work, so I go out quite often in the backyard of my shop just to hang out with the moon. Often, very, very often. Sometimes I go out there just to do some push-ups or get some fresh air, but yeah, I go to enjoy the moon on my break, stuff like that, right? Time for some youth dew. Oh, another order has come in. Thank you. Oh, so yeah, what's interesting was I want to talk about like last night. Yeah, as that first order came in, the first order of Philosopher's Walk was Les Abstrais order number 3000, which is also kind of ironic too, right? It's actually its 2000th order because they start at one order. The very, very, very first order starts at number 1000. So yesterday, Philosopher's Walk was Les Abs's 3000th order. The first bottle of, yeah, Philosopher's Walk. By Bosco. Wild. Mike Brown, congratulations on your new release. Thank you, Mike Brown. I appreciate you. JJ says, I want to buy some samples for my family. I already got them gifts, but hey, who wouldn't want some extra samples? Yeah, get them some samples. Hello from Palestine. Hello, Palestine. Hope you're doing great. Much love. Peter says, I changed my picture. Omar says, I'm half Palestinian too. Awesome. Hi, Christina. Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate you. Excited. Me too. I feel super excited. And I feel all of your excitement. And I got all of your messages and all of your texts and all your posts and everything, you know, all of your congrats. So it felt really, really good. Aaron says, Wearing Promise by Frederick Mall. Oh, you says you haven't gotten it yet, but you shipped out less than a day after I ordered. You must have ordered while I was like, yeah, I don't know. Had a lot of time on my hands. Christina says, I love how every perfume tells a different story of where you are in life and how awesome that is. It can, right? They're reminders. They are reminders. It's interesting because life is, it can be long and the moments can be mundane. You don't remember every single one of your moments as you go through life. Just think about yesterday. How many moments of your day do you remember from yesterday that stand out? But perfume are moments, they're memories that stand out, that help you stand out moments. That's what's so great about it. They're like daily reminders of things that you would have simply forgotten about. Bosco is in Comet. Oh, good choice. Jared is in 31 Rue. Good choice. Who smells better, Bosco or Jared? Sensational is in Jamaican Ambergris. Mitra says that's a sign. It is a millennium. What's the sign, Mitra? What is the sign? Hello, sir. Hi, hello to you. I saw the huge moon last night at the horizon too, and I could see that it was almost a full moon in front of Eugene and how Philosophers Walk was coming. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah. The full moon is definitely spellbinding, eh? It's enchanting and mystical and mysterious and all of that. It has such an effect on the earth, on the ocean, on the waves, on so can you imagine the effect that it has on ocean and humans are like 60, 70, 80% water? What kind of effect it has on us, especially on a full moon. Like in movies, you see that's when all the werewolves come out. That's where all the scary things happen on the full moon. What's happening, Boz? What's happening, Chuck? I got your order, Chuck. Thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. You're the man. You're the man. Wally says, enjoy launch day, Eugenius, and tonight, Beaver Moon. I am walking into an appointment. Bye, everyone. Awesome, Wally. Have a great appointment. Thank you for your wishes. I appreciate you too. Carl says, Carnal Flower will order mine at the end of the month, Eugene. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate you. Oh, another order came in. If there's ever anyone that can throw you off your vibe, it's always the people closest to you, right? You know what I mean? Like they just have that way. Bobby says ordered, blind buy rush hitting me now. Yo. Thank you, Bobby. Anuj, I got your order, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I got your order early this morning. Much love, enchanté. Thank you, Anuj. Should I put Bellum on to celebrate? Put on whatever you like, man. Put on whatever you like. Put on whatever you love. Rudy, what's happening, Rudy? Good to see Rudy. Suit 2. CK says, congrats on the launch, Eugene. Thank you so much, CK. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Juan says hi. Hello, Juan. Guys, let us know what you're wearing. I'm in a little bit of a sauna right now, but I'll be wearing Philosopher's Walk to work today, later today. Christina says the artwork for Philosopher's Walk is fire. I'll tell you about it one day. Maybe one day. I mean, there's a lot that went into that. It's like a lot of symbolism. There's a lot of symbolism here. I've been kind of obsessed with symbolism. After doing like going on a trip of mushrooms, I went on a trip on mushrooms and just like, I just started to see symbolism everywhere, instantly, immediately. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so fucking, it was just like, I was hooked. I was hooked. But yeah. Rudy says, congrats, Eugene. Thank you, Rudy, buddy. I love you. I love you, man. Have you been wearing it a lot the past few months, Eugene Philosopher? Dude, so much. So much. What's Daddy Nizik saying? Yo, he's on the phone with his friends and he's just like going off. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, you gotta chill. You gotta chill a little bit. What just happened? What just happened? Break it down for us. Break what down? You gotta put it in words. I'm not sure. You gotta say break whatever it is you want me to break down, because I don't know what you guys are talking about. Area in this sampling purpose 50 today by Amouage. Nice. Morel, hello. Where's Anuj? He was just here. He was just here. Where is Anuj? He's here. On Earth somewhere. Blind Buy Rush is going to hit me tomorrow when my bottle of the night comes in. I ordered mine as well, Blind Buy, but need my 4th bottle of Les Abs today. Sunshine D, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Honestly, I appreciate all of you guys for your love and support, and for purchasing a bottle, for supporting Les Abs today, for being here, for liking the stream, for watching, for not liking, just for being you. You know what I mean? Just thank you. Thank you for hanging with us, whatever it is. Is it really sold out? No, it's not sold out at all. It was never sold out. It's just listed today. There you are again. What time is it now in Canada? Merrill, it is 2:46 p.m. 2:46 p.m. here. What time is it where you are? Mitra says, Anuj just got your package. Anuj sending out lots of packages. Good for Anuj. Can you describe the fragrance a little for everyone? I can, Rudy. I absolutely can. Okay, here's if you haven't seen the packaging yet, here's the packaging, right? Quatrefoils, kind of my symbolism, you know what I mean? Quatrefoils. You guys want to hear something crazy? I got a lot of things I want to share. Like a lot has happened in the last 6 years since I started this brand. And when I started kind of designing the logo or the packaging and all of this stuff, and I thought, what would be like the face of my logo? I don't know, I was obsessed with quatrefoils, and I saw a lot of symbolism in them. And at the same time, I was designing my brand. I didn't speak to Maria for quite a year when Maria and I separated. And then when I did end up talking to her, like we just reconnected. Like this was about 2 years after we had separated, and I was telling her about my brand, and she was telling me about the house she purchased, and she started showing me pictures, and she got custom tiling all around the house, and the tiling was all quatrefoils, and I was like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Like from the bathroom, it'd be custom tiling, quatrefoils. Kitchen had quatrefoils. The hallway had quatrefoils. And I was like, what the hell? This is crazy. I was like, look at the logo to my brand. It was quatrefoils. I was like, what are the odds of that? You know what I mean? Crazy, right? But okay, so here's the packaging. Here's the packaging, right? For anyone. Okay, a little coffin like this, lavender tissue paper, lavender colored, because it is a lavender themed perfume. To me, it's mostly lavender, even though Remy from the Atelier says the Grand Cruise, are listed as 10% patchouli. And even though it's 10% patchouli, I'm like, whoa, where? Like I don't really notice it. So it's not patchouli dense like things like Frederic Montseur or Givenchy Gentleman or Patchouli 24. The patchouli here is more for depth. I don't really get that, you know, raspy patchouli, but it's definitely there. To me, the star is lavender. It's aromatic lavender, aromatic sage, incensey sage, very sagey, and crisp geranium, minty geranium. So it is kind of shaving foamish. It's warm, it's minty, it's lavenderish, it's citrusy in the top. It's got a huge burst of citrus, sparkling, invigorating, fresh citrus, and a floral heart. It's got a huge floral heart. Rose, orange blossom, carnation, violet, yeah, lavender, geranium. And then it dries down to these warm, not ambery, but they're kind of warm vanillic resin with benzoin and incense and things like that. Do you have a musky civetish perfume in your collection? Descendre has Hyrax. It's not civet, but it's Hyrax. It's a dirty, I got it on my hand right now. It is a dirty Hyrax. Christina says, I knew it. Yeah. Is it really strong? It is not really strong. It is airy and aromatic. It is more airy than the first three. I would say it's less dense, but more airy. What is the most trippy fragrance? I don't know. That's a good question. What is the most trippy fragrance? Hello, Lewis. Congrats on the launch. It will be a success. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate you. It looks like a trip pick. That's dope. Meryl's, yeah, it is. It is. I was kind of tripping while I was creating it, to be honest. Yeah, so let me blow this up. So it's like a philosopher's walk. We'll talk about just the picture first, right? There you see a rainbow, there you see blue sky, you see trees, you see a walkway, you see an eye, kind of for wisdom and a higher consciousness. You see the sun and the moon. The sun is a conscious, you know, the sun represents consciousness. Moon represents subconsciousness. Moon is nighttime, right? Moon is when people go to bed, people go to sleep. So they're subconscious, they're unconscious. Sun is very conscious. Eye is very conscious, right? And you see that pathway where the pathway kind of leads into the rainbow and into the eye of consciousness. So it is a kind of like invigorating perfume in terms of cleanliness. It is very clean perfume. And yeah, clean and uplifting, you know? But there's more. There's more symbolism here than you see, you know? I'll talk about that one day. We'll talk about the symbolism. Bro, put my order together as you talk. All right, all right. I've got a million things to do. Honestly, I've got a million. Today's like bringing out to work day, and I was like, bro, okay, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. You know what I mean? On top of like work and gym and the brand and YouTube, it's like my life is full. I've got a million things to do that keep me content and happy and flowing and going. Bro. So this says, I ordered a sample, can't wait. How close is it to masculine plurial, or what was in your mind when making it? Is it close? I don't think it's close to masculine plurial, to be honest. I think it's closer to something like Beau de Jour, but smells nothing like Beau de Jour. Where was I ever in a fraternity? I was not, no. That would have been awesome, though. I would love to have been. I didn't go to university. I just did college. DZ says, congrats on the new release. Thank you. TCM says I blind bought as well, but I sampled all the others and they were consistently great. So it feels like much lower risk than blind buying the newest Amwash, Frederick Mall, even though I love those houses. Thank you so much, TCM. I appreciate you too. I appreciate all of you guys for the support. You guys are amazing. You guys have truly been amazing throughout all of this. You guys are, you know, it's unbelievable the people that support you. It's like you're the people closest to you don't care about the things that you love, but it's like people you have no idea who they are out in the world. You have no idea what they look like, or you know, they just support you. They just want to support you, and it's incredible. Like these people on the internet, you know what I mean? It's like the people that come through. Spray the fragrance and break down the notes. Okay. So right in the top is very citrusy, and you got that here. Here's the note list. So the citrus in the top, bergamot, lemon, and neroli. And I definitely get a lot of that neroli. It's really sharp. And soapy. There's lots of soaps, powders, pastels here, starchiness, lots of textures, a lot of textures here, like bright textures. So right in the opening, to me, it's very diffusive, it's very eruptive, and it's a bunch of aromatics and citruses and ferns, a lot of fern-like florals. So it's quite dynamic. It goes through some twists and turns, and yeah, it's complex and changes quite a bit. It's really nice. If I made a brand, mine would be a compass. Whoa, nice chandelier. It looks beautiful. Real magic mushrooms do not smell pleasant. I love the taste of mushrooms. Oh, like, yeah, I love. Oh, another order came in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoever that was, I don't know, but thank you. Yeah, mushrooms are incredible. The trip was incredible. It was the one of most, I don't know, it really influenced me in this way, or it's an experience I've never had before. Unlike anything else. Violet at the opening. No, no, I wouldn't say it's right in the opening. It's mostly citrus, but once it settles, you can't miss the violet, you can't miss the lavender, you can't miss the clary sage. It's the geranium. It's all part of that fern, that floral fern, the soapiness, the mintiness, the soap, the foam, the haircut, the shave. And it's got a really lovely trail too. I know, Rudy, we need to get him his own internet satellite dish. Dude, I've got 2 old satellite dishes hanging to the side of my house when I used to watch Johnny Knoxville. I was obsessed with Johnny Knoxville, and we couldn't get it here in Canada because he was on MTV. MTV. We didn't have MTV here, so I had to go get a satellite to watch Johnny Knoxville and The Sopranos. That was were my shows on Sunday nights. I'd have like little parties in my house and have friends would come over, and these are the things we would watch. Sopranos and Knoxville. But now I need a satellite for streaming on the internet. That's the same patchouli as the one in Patchouli Noisette and the Immortelle Solaire. I imagine it is. It's a Grand Cru. So it's a Grand Cru patchouli, a Grand Cru lavender, geranium, clary sage, a bunch of Grand Crus in this. I listed them on my Instagram. Go onto my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram on the same name, You Smells Good or Les Abs Today, go into my stories and you will find the Grand Crus there. I had posted them. Hi, Janet. Good to see Janet. Satellite dish for Eugene. He can wear it as a backpack. So I can, yeah, we can run the Truman Show here. The Perfume Truman Show. That'd be pretty cool. I'm down for that. I've got, yeah. Sounds like a great time. Lavender is a relaxing smell. This is very relaxing, yeah, but uplifting at the same time, you know? Very uplifting and aromatic, yeah. Lavender is relaxing. Yeah, you kind of get the feeling like you're going into one of those sage shops. I like the all-seeing eye. Yeah, the all-seeing eye. Colors are very specific too. The colors, I try to take the colors of the rainbow from the colors out of the perfume. A lot of purple hues, violets, lavenders. Layering is evil. Yeah, if you layer, you got to walk the plank. Here on the channel, if you're a layer, we make you walk the plank of shame. That's it. And then you got to jump off the plank and confess your sins. Did you create that design? I did. What bird is that? Eagle, turkey, or vulture? It's a protein. You have regular fit medium shirts. They should be coming today, Rudy. The guy promised to drop them off today. But I do. If they're not today, they'll be here tomorrow. Is that what size? A medium? And the regular fits. Yeah, I know you don't want the long fits. I've got long fits and medium fits. I've got the medium, yeah. Sharpen your third eye with your Philosopher's Walk. Yeah, sharpen your senses. Go inside. Do some self-reflection. Find your path. Find your journey. Find, you know, what were you chosen for? You've been brought here on purpose. All of us have been brought here on purpose. Divinely, you know what I mean? You were chosen on purpose. And if you don't feel that, find it. Everybody should feel that. Feel that you were chosen on purpose. You know, the universe should just make you feel that. Oh no, the swirls. Are the swirls back? No, don't say that. Don't say that. Happy launch day. Congrats on another release, Eugene. Thank you, Lilith. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing and posting on your IG. And Mitra, you too. Thank you for sharing on your IG. And who else? A bunch of others. But you're the ones that are here. You should guess people. You should let people guess the symbolism in the artwork before you say anything. I haven't said anything yet. I haven't said anything yet. But if you are familiar with, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. And that should, I mean, if you know, you know. Michael John says, congratulations. Thank you, Michael John. I appreciate you. Oftenlick says, I cannot wait to get my nose on some Les Abs for the first time. I can't wait either. I can't wait for you either. I'm excited for you. I wore LDE last night, and somebody keeps asking me, what is your favorite Les Abs? And I love them all. I really do. I love them all, but I think LDE is my favorite. I am obsessed with the dry down of that filthy rose. Just that frankincense-y, dirty rose. Big patchouli. That one's got a ton of patchouli. Michael John says, I placed my order this morning and I'm excited for you. Thank you, Michael John. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Carl says we are simping for Eugene. Now we know what it feels like when all the people simp for Carl, right? This is what it feels like for Carl when all the girls are Googling his abs. Googling, I mean, goggling or whatever it is they do. Moose says, congrats. Thank you, Moose. I appreciate you. It's good to see you, bud. See, Mitra says, Carl, we should be simping for you. There you go. What's your favorite phase of Philosopher's Walk? Ooh, I love the opening so much, but I love the warm resin in the dry down, in the base. The softness, the talcum powder, I love the floral accord. There's so many different things I love. I love the neroli in the top. You know, the sparkle, the shine, the contrasts, the vibration, the frequency. Oh my God, yes. This perfume was about frequency. I asked Antoine to make it very frequential, very high vibrating, explosive, energetic. And in order to have that high vibration, he also had to include a lower vibration. And that's where the warm resin comes in. And I guess the patchouli and the benzoin. Are you going to put the notes on for Grantica? I guess Fragrantica does that all themselves. I don't know. I didn't even give them the information for Philosopher's Walk. It just ended up on there somehow. So I didn't give them the information for Philosopher's Walk. If they ask me, I can definitely give them the notes. But yeah, that would be great if we can get the notes updated. Bosco says, sign my bottle. Do you want the bottle signed or the box? It's easier if I sign the box, but I can sign the bottle too. That's no problem. How many orders can we get this stream? I'm not sure. How many has it been? I've shouted out quite a few already. I'd love to make a risotto with magic mushrooms. Vincent, I would love to eat that with you. Yeah, definitely. If we can get that out by a lake somewhere under some trees and maybe have a dog with us, sounds like a date. I mean, sounds like a good day. Let's say that. Sounds like a good day. Janet says, Eugene, you are welcome to the 100 or so mushrooms in my backyard right now. Rainy season in the Pacific Northwest. Thank you so much, Janet. We'll come get them. I love how the ring light is on top of Jesus's face. Jesus is the light, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus brings the light. Yeah. Jesus is the light, man. You know what I mean? Jesus, number 33. Sacred symbolism. Sacred symbolism, 33. Who knows about that? Sacred symbolism, 33. What do you know about the number 33? 33. Let's all get together, take shrooms, and spray Philosopher's Walk. Yeah, and sing Kumbaya. Okay, where are we? I mean, is it distracting? Should I turn of it or what? I mean, it's not bothering me. I love Jesus, man. Probably gonna get hit with a tariff on this order. You're not. There's no tariffs, no duties. I owe UPS 300 already. They should have asked before making the delivery. They'll never get it. What did you order? What did you get? What 300 for what? What are you ordering? Blind by dopamine, killing my mind, morning hunger. Oh no. Blind by dopamine, is it overwhelming? Is it stimulating? Too much dopamine? What is it comparable to? Blind by dopamine. What is that better than? Is it better than gooning? Gooning dopamine? Did Galen draw that? No, Galen took the pictures though. Galen and Brian, both Galen and Brian from the stream, they did pictures, and I had one other friend. I had a third friend do pictures as well. So 3 different photographers worked on this. But no, he didn't draw it. He did take really nice pictures, and I was able to update the website with some nice pictures as well. So the website looks much better and cleaner now too. So thank you, Galen. Galen's out. Galen's out. He's on vacation. Adam D, hello. Congratulations on your new perfume. We'll definitely a bottle. Peace and love. Thank you, Adam D, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like the flying saucer ad. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Me too. I enjoy stuff like that too. I enjoy paranormal and outer dimensions, fifth dimensions. Janet says, first boyfriend who broke my heart was the son of a philosophy professor. When I met my now husband, I found out his dad was also a philosophy professor. Almost ran for the hills. Wow, wow, wow. The coincidences are crazy, aren't they? Sometimes they're just messages that maybe things are meant to be. Love the name Philosophers Walk, Eugene. So unique. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. It's all part of the perfume. Yo, the stream is super clear now. Awesome. Awesome at 3:10. And we're 46 minutes. We got 57 in the house. Hello, 57. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you all. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. A wonderful, super full beaver moon. Let us know what fragrance you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. Rudy says LD is my favorite. Yeah, I love wearing it too, Rudy. The thing with LDE is like you have to commit the time to it. You know what I mean? You have to commit. It's not something you can just spray and it's like a full day thing. It's almost like going to a show, right? You got to enjoy the dry down. The dry down's really magical. But I found myself keep respraying it because I love the rosy top, like the sparkling top. Mr. North, hello. Congratulations, Eugene. Thank you, Mr. North. It's good to see you. I appreciate you. Hello, Eugene. Congrats on the new release. I'll be sampling soon. Awesome. Thank you, Pat Lester. I appreciate you. Googling Carl's abs. Oh, another order came in. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carl's abs. Yeah, you can just go to Instagram. I'm sure they're all over Instagram. They're not hard to find. They're not hard to find. I need Carl's metabolism. That's what I need. I've got abs too, but I don't have Carl's. They're underneath like layers and layers of other things. I need Carl's metabolism. I can feel them underneath, like when I dig my fingers into my gut, but I just got like a little bit of bready dough down there on top of them. Daneem, good to see Daneem. How are you doing? How is it going, Eugene? Congratulations on the new perfume. Can't wait to try it out. Awesome, Daneem. Thank you. It's going great. How are you? How have you been? Daneem says we got a stream soon. You love the drop of amberwood just to piss off Richard. No, I wouldn't put it in there. Not to piss off Rich, not to piss off myself. I'm not a big fan of that stuff either. Wally is back. Wally, hope you're doing good or better. Yes, everyone is still here. Happy launch day again. When I order, can I get a signature and lock of your hair? Okay, just a signature. Yeah, Wally, you can get whatever you like, bud. Whatever you like. Fragrantica's lurking in the stream. Yo, there's a lot of lurkers in the stream. You'd be surprised that some of the names came up in like ordering. I was like, yo, these names are so familiar, but I haven't seen them in a long time, like in the chat. You know what I mean? But they're still watching, obviously. How much do you think about contrast when creating a new perfume? They have to be there. I mean, otherwise you have nothing. You don't know the day unless you have night. Like, unless you have the nighttime, you would never know what daytime is, right? So you got to have them. Otherwise you have nothing. Contrasts are important. Can I call you Rose? Because you smell like a flower in bloom. Number 33 is significant in Islamic traditions regarding the Mahdi in two contexts. It's the number of companions of the Prophet Muhammad who narrated hadiths, sayings, and traditions about the Mahdi. It's also the number of vertebrae in your back, and it's also the number of Christ's consciousness. Christ was 33 years old when he died. There's 33 vertebrae in your back. When you have a fluid in your groin that climbs your 33 vertebrae and it reaches your mind, you're supposed to reach a state of Christ consciousness. Wait, gooning is free? I mean, some people pay for it. Rudy says I ordered a Rolex 18 watch case for too much money from the UK. Later on, I learned there's a $300 tariff. Oh, those bastards. Horrible bastards. Mitra says, Omar, I'm a terrible Muslim, but at least I learned something in religion classes. Yikes. Jesus' age of death was 33. Right. Beautiful artwork on the site. Thank you, Wally. I appreciate you. Wow, it's nice. The artwork's getting recognized. I didn't think anybody would really notice, but you have. I don't have favorites, but if you're asking, Descenda is the one I wear the most. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh. Blind by lurkers. Bish is in the chat trying to scope out what Eugene is saying. Yeah, Bish can be watching, man. Maybe we can get him to make us a good perfume one day. Something we like. How many orders are you expecting to ship out these first few days? Don't answer if 2%. I have no idea, Wally. I have no expectations, eh? No expectations. I'm just happy to be able to put this out in the world and share it with as many people as I can. The 33 steps to Kundalini. Yeah, there's also the colors of the Kundalini were used in the artwork too. Every single color of the Kundalini you will find in the artwork. Salvation lies within, Jesus said. The kingdom of heaven is inside of you, the Bible says. I am the Father. I and the Father am one. Take care, everyone. Please make sure to ship my order before everyone else. Thank you. Kidding, no rush. Good luck on a new release. Thanks, Rudy. I appreciate you, bro. Much love. Have a great day. Chuck says I wear Bellum the most. Lilith says 333 orders. Oh, yikes. That's some symbolic text there. 33 shades of gray. Ooh, there's way more gray than 33 shades. Way more. Maybe 66 or 99. Those are other 369s. Tesla said if you want to understand the world or understand how the universe works, understand 369. Did I just get one of the symbolism? You might have. You may have. Apologies if I missed the answer, but what exactly are the Grand Cru ingredients? Those are the ingredients from the Atelier Francais that they consider their most precious, where they travel across the country or the world and they find the best materials that they can. And they hold these to a higher standard than everything else. Dushan, thank you for the super chat. I saw your super chat in the first stream, but I had to kill it because of the lag, so I appreciate you, man. Philosophers Walk so crates in stock. Thank you for the 1,100 Serbian dinars. I appreciate you, man. Always. Good man. How's everybody doing Wednesday? What are you guys all wearing? What is everybody wearing today? Yeah, oh, so here's kind of a brochure, a leaflet. Right, so there's the notes. right? If anyone wants to take a look at the notes, there's the drawing. And here's a little quote on the back by Antoine, because he had a quote on the perfume as well. And Antoine said, I've not read this before. So he says, Philosophers Walk reinterprets the classic fougere structure by using concentrated, high-quality natural ingredients. This is combined with a modern soapy and foamy accord that provides exceptional and long-lasting freshness. The resulting clean and intensely fresh scent is surprisingly vivid, almost white, and fluid in character. It evokes a modern sense of masculinity that avoids the overtly macho overtones of older fragrances. For a concrete comparison, an older, more traditional fougere like Brut, Azaro Pour Homme, or Drakkar Noir would be worn by someone with the persona of Burt Reynolds. In contrast, Philosopher's Walk is suited for a contemporary man with the refined style of Pedro Pascal. Antoine Lee. Dushan, stop it. Stop it. I think my knees would buckle, bro. I followed Chuck's idea and wore Bellam. Awesome. Mitra is in Muscata from Balenciaga. I gotta try those. Do they have those at the Balenciaga shop in Toronto? I imagine they do, right? I think Toronto's got a couple of Balenciaga boutiques, one in Yorkville and one at Yorkdale. I love foamy fragrances. Yeah, somebody was asking about masculine plurial. Masculine plurial is foamy as well. This is foamy, but very different than masculine plurial. Very different. Good thing he knows what he is doing and didn't use Chat GPT. Out of curiosity, do you know what some of Antoine's favorite perfumes are? At least ones he didn't make himself. Gotta love your own work. I get that. Antoine's favorite perfume is Dior Eau Sauvage. That's the one he speaks really highly of. One that he does not like. Do you guys know which perfume he does not like? When Antoine come on and talk about his experience of creating this one, what he thinks of it, I'm sure he would love to. I'm sure he would love to. We can get him to come on. We can plan that. Hopefully I can get the Wi-Fi to work. Antoine Lee is such a giga chad. What is a giga chad? What does that mean? A giga chad. Glad he didn't say Pascal Press. Pedro Pascal. Right? Right? Was that a coincidence? It was a total coincidence. I've never mentioned it to him. Does he know about this stream and Pedro Pascal? I have no idea if he watches, to be honest. But those were his words. He put those together. Did you? No, I never told him I get called Pedro. We never had the conversation. Is it not in Canada yet? What is what not in Canada? Oh, the Balenciaga. I don't know. I haven't been to the Balenciaga shop yet. Also, I thought Toronto had one T. In the pronunciation, in the spelling, there's two, but you don't pronounce the second T in Toronto. Toronto. And we know, right? We know if you're from Toronto or not by the way you pronounce the city. We know people that pronounce Toronto aren't from here. They're tourists or visitors. Yeah, nobody here pronounces the second T. Bobby says Rive Gauche. He doesn't like J'adore. That's right. If he can cancel any one fragrance, it would be J'adore. You mentioned him liking Samsara. Yeah. Yeah, he has a lot of respect for Samsara. I imagine every perfume would. I mean, it's a smart thing to do, isn't it? To have appreciation for the greats. If you can't appreciate Samsara, what the hell can you appreciate? Toronto. Giga Chad is a person that exudes massive confidence and is admired by many. Giga Chad. I will turn up at my Yankee tees. What? I will turn up my Yankee tees all up in Toronto. Ooh. You should have been here during the playoffs. Yo, the playoffs were rough, eh? I'm still coming, kind of getting over it. That was rough, guys. That was rougher than I thought. I thought I would have taken it easier, but no, I'm still kind of like, I couldn't, after the Blue Jays lost the World Series, the next day I couldn't even go on social media to watch what they were saying. I was streaming the whole day. I was here with you guys. I think I threw an 8-hour stream, and after that I turned my phone off. I didn't even want to be on social media to see the highlights of the Blue Jays game. I was so upset. Even the next day and the day after that, I was still kind of bummed out, and I felt bad for my kid. I felt bad for my sons. I felt bad for me too, but for them, and I felt bad for this city because we definitely deserved that. We would have loved this, the World Series. But yeah, that was tough. That was tough. I mean, but the launch was great. The launch kind of helped forget about that, right? It's tough when you know, if you have a favorite team as a kid, like a childhood favorite sports team, and they lose, you know how tough it is. It sucks. It sucks. Well, yeah, but the launch kind of helped that. And with the moon, I've been resting a lot. I don't know if it's with the moon, but I've been sleeping a lot too. Working out, lifting heavy weights, and getting a lot of sleep. Like a lot of sleep. Well deserved sleep. It might be a moon thing. TCM says, I don't quite get along with a lot of vintage guirlands for women. Sadly, Jiki and Samsara are beyond my taste. Love Nahima though, and Shalimar. All right. I mean, you don't need to love everything, but maybe you'll come around to them one day. They're beyond your taste. But you love Nahima and Shalimar. Those are just as great. Like, those are all equally great. It'd be tough to put any one of those above the other. How would you like to be consoled, Eugene? I don't need to be consoled. I'm okay. You know what I mean? I guess, no, I'm just kind of sharing my feelings. I'll be okay, Lilith. I'll be more than okay. But thank you for your concern and your understanding. And I don't know, what else can I thank you for? For your care and your hospitality and your concern and for being here. Thank you for being here. There's going to be another chance, surely. Yeah, for sure. There's always another chance, as long as they're still alive. Baboosh, what is happening? Good to see Baboosh. Let us know what you're wearing. Guys, everyone, let us know what you're wearing. Let us know life is treating you. Omar says, yes, sport losses can hurt a lot, especially when it's this close. This could be considered one of the greatest World Series ever played. It was so good, so exciting, back and forth, up and down. Oh my God. The final game 7 went into extra innings, 11 innings. The Blue Jays were winning in the 9th, 4-3. They were winning. They just had to get one more inning and they would have won. It's crazy how things can change so fast. In a heartbeat, the whole world can change. In a heartbeat, in a split second. That's why if you appreciate something, appreciate it fully and let the people know that you appreciate that if there's people involved. Wally's watching from the cosmetics department inside Von Moore department store here in Iowa, telling the girls about Les Upside. Tell the girls we said hello. Often Lick says, so Eugene, since I have a family from China, I thought I thought you talking about Abbey Rouge on your trip to China was amazing. Are there any other smells experiences from that trip that you remember vividly? That's wild. You have family in China. Was the pollution in the rivers was I was just stunned. I was like, why, how do they let this happen? The river was so polluted that you could not see the water. There was so much garbage, trash, plastic, all floating at the top of the river. So every day I would walk to work. Sometimes I would take a cab. I did a lot of walking though, and I'd pass rivers and bridges and things. And I just remember seeing so much trash in the water. It made me feel sad. I was like, wow, you come to like, you go across the country, across the world, and this is how people live so different than us. Yeah, that's another thing is wherever you go in the world, I try and notice like how different people live than we do here, how people get on and but that was the most interesting thing. And I noticed how spicy their food is. Obviously, I had to eat Chinese food. Here comes another order. Thank you for your order, whoever you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. So I remember how spicy all the food was. There was a lot of peppers in the food, like red pepper, cayenne pepper, chili peppers. That was very customary. Because I ate out. Where else? I wasn't gonna go grocery shop. I wouldn't know how to grocery shop in China. Oh, chicken feet. I remember chicken feet were everywhere. Chicken feet were like a delicacy, or you could buy chicken, like wrapped packaged chicken feet everywhere. Like you can buy gum here. You go to the gas station here, you can buy gum or an energy drink. You could buy chicken feet at a gas station there, at the on the street. Every vendor had chicken feet. You know what I mean? Kind of like lottery tickets. Like and different flavored chicken feet, kind of like chips here. Here you have Ruffles barbecue, ketchup, dill pickle, whatever. You know what I mean? That's how their chicken feet came flavored too. I remember that. Often like says one spray of Crude Abyss on my chest. Surprised that I got whiffs all day, even after 13 hours. Well, yeah, well, that's not gonna go away. That's good perfume. Sure you want to know, Eugene, I'm wearing African leather today. Have a sample of it and I intend to wear it. Enjoy it, man. I hope you enjoy it. Just woke up, but yesterday was Mitsuko. Floral says, that's upsetting. Mr. North says, just got my bottle. I majored in university, so I had to get it. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. North. I appreciate you. I hope you love Philosopher's Walk. And I can't wait to hear what you think. Thank you for talking about your memories. You talking about it brings me back to my childhood trips to northern China. That's wild. I'd love to go back to China. I found it really fascinating. And I took in like I did a lot of walking just to take it. And I think that's the best way to take in the city is just to walk around locals. What else I remember is how much they prepared their food out on the street. All restaurants prepare their animals on the street. They slaughter the animals there live at 3:33 p.m. They slaughter everything out on the street. So you'll see bloody animals. You'll see rivers of blood on the street pouring, like a trail of blood going down the street into like a sewer or a river. I remember the electrical wires all over the place. Like nothing was maintained or managed or run neatly. They had wires crisscrossing everywhere, like from building to building. It just looked like whoever ran those wires, I don't know, it wasn't people. It was somebody so unorganized. Just like a billion wires going all over the place, like big balls of yarn. Lily prefers barbecue chicken feet. Yeah, especially back when you went, cities in China were very polluted. I am sure you would have loved the monasteries in the mountains. Yeah, I went for work purposes, so I wasn't really able to travel. I spent a lot of time working actually. I don't look up notes and won't act like I know much about that kind of stuff, but I picked up a little animalic smell and excuse. Is my nose wrong? Yeah, it's a little bit leathery animalic castoreum in the base. It's just enough to give it a kind of that grrr, you know? It's not full on filth. It's more just to give it that, a little bit of raunch, a raunchy rose. And there's some cumin in the top, very spicy cumin. The cumin in castoreum is magical. I find it really magical with patchouli. So it's nice and spicy. The more remote parts of China are very serene. It's a vast country. Some cities are a bit depressing. Everything is so gray. The buildings are all gray. The buildings are depressing. And it's millions and millions in building. I'd never seen a single house. I just saw building, building, building. I was like, I never saw anything like this. It was like a factory of buildings. Oh, another order. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This one is either from, I'm going to say Australia, the UK, or Asia somewhere. This one. The last one. Yeah, the buildings were really great. The skies were really great too in China. China's changed a lot. Yeah, you really get to see a raw version of it. I hope the people were nice to you. You know, the workers, like the guys that were supporting me, because we had contracted out a job to China to build for us because they're going to be able to build it faster than we can and cheaper. So I went over there to kind of overlook what was happening, and they were super supportive and helpful, and they'd be up all, like we were working 24 hours around the clock, and they were there the whole time, never complaining, always doing whatever needed to be done to get the job done. So they were super helpful. Yeah, they were awesome. Nina K. Hi, Nina K. Good to see you on a Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Homer says, The Guardian posted a video yesterday about landfills in Delhi, insanely terrible waste control. Literally a 1 million amount of trash just baking in the sun. Yeah, that's all that Temu shit, Amazon shit, right? All that garbage people buy that they don't need. Pretty sure they've developed a lot over the last 15 years, especially the big cities. I know it's changed a lot. My best friend and coworker is Chinese, Jimmy. He's like this 75-year-old man. And he's not 75, he's like 67. He talks about retiring and moving back to China. He says China's very different now. When he grew up in China, his wage was $5 a month. And for $5 a month, he had everything he needed. He got rice from the government and everything was super affordable. He goes, now they make just as much money as we. It's the same as North American. They have everything we have here. So he says a lot has changed for them over there. I heard Portrait of a Lady list cumin in his note as well, but they no longer name it. Yeah, brands are always forever changing their notes. I guess if they're reformulating or stuff, they might change their notes. Peking is so different now than when I first went. Do I have children? I do. I have children. Order is in. Thank you, Baboosh. I appreciate you. I should get my charger, or else we're gonna mystically disappear into a dream or something. Let me get a charger. Let me get a charger. And let me put this bottle away because I've already sprayed it. I don't want to get it mixed. Order is in. You the man, Baboosh. You the man. I got you. Thank you. All right, plugged in. You keep the seat warm? Congrats on the launch. Thank you, Yoraida. I appreciate you. Lily, the seat is still warm. Thank you. I went to mail this order. They'll all be going out very, very soon. Very soon. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing in your part of the world? Here it's turning fall and it's getting cold quite quick. Yesterday was really nice. Outside was really nice. You can sit outside last night in just a sweater like this. Very peaceful. But it was overcast, a lot of clouds, so we weren't able to observe the moon as much as I liked. There were times where it would show up, but it was mostly casty. Are your children in perfume business? No, my children are children. They're doing children things. They're not doing business things. Well, they're starting to work. Yeah, they're starting to work. They're starting to work. Babush can hear the postie at the door. Oh man, that was quick. Go check. Go check. How's everybody doing? What's everybody's plans for today? Are my children still young? Yeah, my children are still young, but they're growing like weeds very fast, very quickly, getting big and strong. And it's great watching them grow and change and become, the people that they're meant to be. It's all part of it. You look back sometimes and you're like, damn, where did the time go? How did this all happen? But that's all part of the process, you know what I mean? You look back and you just get further and further and further away from those moments. It's interesting. Life is so crazy and wild and interesting and amazing. The youngest is going to get a growth spurt soon. Yeah, he's really tall as it is, but I imagine he's going to be big. Wally says, love the fresh flowers you place on your table, often licked. Let me know if you ever make it to Berlin, we can hang out. Oh, I bet you Berlin would be wild. Oh, another order came in. Thank you for your order, whoever that was. I appreciate you. Let me know if you ever make it to Berlin. What would you do in Berlin? I know you're talking to Wally, but whoever you're talking to, what would we do? Where would we go? I bet you Berlin's got some really cool nightclubs. Du Hast. I just think of Du Hast. Thank you for answering. Thank you for being here, Morel. Tell us something about yourself. Lily wants to go to the sexy clubs. Is it true that you're 5'8"? Who, JJ? Who are you asking? I'm a little bit taller than that. I'm almost 6'4". I'm 6'3.5", so I never know how to answer that. Should I just say 6'3"? Should I say 6'4"? Or should I say 6'3.5"? Like, do I have to mention that extra half? Or should I just settle for 6'3"? What's the proper terminology? What's the proper way of doing it? Six, 3.5. Yeah, I'm pretty tall. I'm a pretty big guy. I've always been kind of like the biggest guy wherever I go. It's very to be around bigger people. Oh, we don't use centimeters here, brah. You remember. Mitra says I'm 5'8", and I can confirm that he's above 6'2" cutoff. Oh, you're taken away from me, Mitra. You heard I was 5'8" tall, but I tell no. Why would I tell people that? Why? Did you really hear that? No, that's not true at all. I really am 6'3". Meryl says my children are young adults already. Mick says just ordered a sample of Philosophers Walk. Awesome, mixtape swagger. I hope you enjoy your sample of Philosophers Walk. We'll get it out to you ASAP. Oh, another one. Another one. Blackbird, hello. Congratulations on your new release. It would be interesting to know if you have to follow complex rules for making and selling cosmetics. I bet regulations are quite complex in some countries. Yeah, and I imagine the bigger you are, the more complex and strange it would be, and the more shops you are in, the more, the more confusing it gets. But it's not too bad being from this position. 6'3", why would you include an inch you don't have? It's a ½ inch we're talking about. Do you know how much a ½ inch is, Lilith? If you were buying it in property, it would cost you a lot of money if you wanted an extra ½ inch in property, right? If you're telling your developer you want, instead of an 8-foot by 8-foot bedroom, you wanted 8 foot and ½ an inch, you'd have to pay an extra money for that ½ inch. Mitra says, I'm saying my standards are 6'2", and you are taller than that. So I don't fit in your standards? Is that what you're saying? Am I too tall? Standards for what? Standards? What standards? I gotta watch my back when coming in late to the stream. The usual suspects are here, along with the chief, rabble-rouser Bobby O. Oh no. Do you need some protection, Baboosh? Let us know. We can get Wally to hook you up with some bodyguards. Wally's got all the hookups. Wally says literally sitting in the cosmetics chair watching the live. Wouldn't miss your launch day, Eugene. Thank you, Wally. We love you, buddy. Thank you for being here. We appreciate Wally. When I ordered my sample, Philosopher's Walk was not available yet. Oh, I sent you one. Well, I sent you one often linked. It's all right. I sent you one. Hello, Delis. Good to see Delis. Scent of the day, Vanagloria. Wally keeps me posted. It's starting to get cold in Canada. Beast mode fragrances coming out, though. Favorite beast mode fragrances, Arian. Here's one of my favorite. I don't know if it's beast mode, but it's one of my favorite. It's loud enough. Here's another. I call this beast mode. Yeah, some beast modes are good. We are not counting with your show implants, Eugenius. Huh? What does that mean? We are not counting with your show implant. What? I can't listen, but congrats on your release. Thank you, Delis. We appreciate you, man. Still at work. Cool. Enjoy working. We appreciate you. We'll be here. Lily says, no, I don't know what a ½ inch is. Show me what the numbers mean on the measuring tape. If you don't know, you don't know. You're not missing out on anything, right, Lilith? It's okay. Show you on a tape measure. I don't have a tape measure, Lilith. ½ an inch. It's this much, Lilith. This much. No, I'd say ½ inch is about that much. 12 millimeter. There you go. 12 mil. ½ inch is 12 mil. Jonathan, what's happening, Jonathan? Good to see Jonathan. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing great, Jonathan. Babu says always round up with length. Yeah, everybody rounds up, right? Nobody rounds down. Arian says I'm 6'2". That's a big size. Mitchell says, Jesus, no, the minimum height standard for men. Oh, 6'2" is your minimum. Yikes. What's the max? And why do you have a minimum? Like, why does it matter? What other expectations do you have? What other expectations do you put on men? A minimum. So should we have a weight expectation on women? Guys, should we have a weight expectation, a maximum and a minimum, if women are having height standards for us? Deli says I'm 3'9" with a great personality. Or 39. Is that 39 or 3'9"? It is a compliment what I said. I know, I'm just fucking with you. I know. Mitra's full of jokes. She's very jokey. And she talks a lot. I can tell you she talks a lot. Did I say that to you? My favorite beast mode is probably the moon. Blackbird says favorite beast mode, the moon. You're welcome, Offenlicht. I got you. Deli says, Lily, what are you wearing today? I would imagine some clothes. But probably not a summer dress. Lily loves her summer dresses. Offenlicht says, Fahrenheit Parfum is 90 euros right now. I was close to buying a bottle, but I want to get Les Abs first. Aw, you're a sweetheart. I appreciate you. But get whatever you can. I mean, get whatever. The fumes were emanating from the post box. Manginosis, welcome. Congratulations on the new release. What a beautiful experience to give the world. Thank you, Manginosis. Appreciate you. Yeah, and that's just a part of it, is putting something out in the world that other people will enjoy. Firstly, something that I enjoy. That's how Rick Rubin says how you create art. Create something that you yourself are going to enjoy and love, and that way other people will do the same. Instead of making something with the intention of other people loving it. You know, that's not how art works. But I love that philosophy. I love that concept too. I love Rick Rubin. He's dope. He says he has no artistic experience, anything, but he just knows what's good and what's bad. He goes, that's what he has. In math, you round up at 0.5. And that's why I give myself, I'm the 6'3.5", 6'3.5, right? Half inch is the piece that goes bye-bye in, oh yeah, we're not circumcising anything over here. Especially my height. Where is this going? Where is this going? You did not blind buy the Le Parfum now. Don't smell the same. Congratulations on another release, Eugene. Does the Philosopher's Walk have any similarities to Zeno? Bazak, hello, and thank you. I'm going to say no. I'm not very familiar with Zeno, but the bit that the bit of time I've had, I would say no, they don't smell alike. Would you go out with a 5 foot tall, 350 pounds? What do you mean go out? Like on a date or just hang out? Yes, if they care about height, we have a minimum and a max weight. That was the part I enjoyed the most. Overall, amazing. Holding off for Christmas bonus to treat myself to buy my next perfumes. Awesome. It's the girth that counts, says Carl Anderson. Stop it. You always say that. It's true, though. Doc Locke, what's happening? Congrats, Eugene. Here's hoping Philosophers Walk will result in more people walking our earth philosophically and not in beast mode. Big love from Tokyo. Wishing you all the best. Thank you, Doc Locke. Appreciate you. I appreciate you and your words. Thanks for being here with us. The summer dresses got hardly any wear this season. Trying to winterize some. Ooh. Maybe you can make up for next summer. Blind dating dopamine is hard to match, bro. I'm not sure I understand the concept, Bobby. Please explain blind dating. How do going on blind dates? Yikes. I'm not sure I would be up for a blind date. I'm going to pass on blind dates, to be honest. Not my thing. I'm not really, I like the dopamine I have, and I'm not sure if, yeah, it just doesn't sound like a good thing. Blind dating. Really looking forward to this release. Cool, Jonathan. I'm excited for you to try it. And I'd love to know what you think. JJ says I don't have a weight maximum on women, but I do have words per minimum maximum. Yeah, and it's like, just don't touch me. You know what I mean? Just don't push me. You can touch, don't push me with your words or with your weight. Just don't be pushy. Babush said had the beaver moon here last night. Didn't look like any beaver I've seen. That's such an interesting name. Even Rich was asking at the beginning of this, like, who names these things? Or that's what we talk about. What a weird name. What would we name the beaver moon if we had the authority to do so? If I make it to Kyoto again next year, I will make sure to walk the philosopher's path wearing Philosophers Walk. That would be wild. No way. I got to do that in Toronto. Toronto's got the same. Did someone say blind dates? Yes, you did, Ace. And that's exactly why I wouldn't go on one. Right? Just mainly, I'm not desperate to go on one. That's number one. Number two is you just never know what you're going to get. What's the max weight so I can get there? What is the max? Ooh, why would you want to get there? I don't know. What is the max weight? Lily, every online meetup is practically a blind date. What's happening, Chuck? We are back. How's your relationship with your ex now, if it's okay to ask? I've hardly spoken to my ex-wife in 4 years and have two boys, 16 and 12. Mine are both great. Both are really great. I mean, I watched the World Series with my first. My son called me and he's like, come over, watch the game. I said, okay, who's there? And he goes, nobody. I said, all right, I'm coming over. Next thing you know, I come there and his mom's there. I was like, oh, hi, how's it going? I got walked in with a pizza because that's how you show up to a party, right? With a pizza. But it was cool, you know what I mean? Like, we go out for their birthdays and stuff. We have dinners for the kid's birthday. But yeah, I'm okay with both of them, to be honest. Like, I go to both of their houses, I see them, I have conversations, I text them happy birthday, I talk to them on the phone if I have to about kids, and, you know, see them at football games. You have to. You also have to lead, like, I think for me, I have to lead by example because I know my kids suffer from it. Yeah, they don't like not having their parents talk or have fighting or stuff like that. So I think it's important for the kids, you know, to set aside your own biases and heal whatever feelings hurt. You know what I mean? Look inside and whatever hurts, heal that, and for your kids' sake. make it easier, because it's a lot easier when it's easy than when it's awkward and there's no conversation going around, that sort of thing. So yeah, to me it's both. It's good, you know. Married twice, okay with both of them. No problems, everything's great. Have normal conversations whenever, you know, I can text every day or not text for 3 months. It's the same. Maybe who makes up the Farmers Almanac Association named the Moons? We got to find out who the farmers are, because they got a lot of authority. They got a lot of power. The moon would smell like a chalky orris butter. Ooh, Belam, chalky orris butter. Belam's working name was Shok Iris, like chalky iris. Shok, that's how he spelled it. Antoine would call it Shok Iris, chalky iris. Sounds good. I think kids really benefit from their parents being able to put their differences aside for them. Yeah, of course. Last pure blind date that will always stand out was a 95, 10 out of 10. Me mom set it up while visiting here. No way. That's wild. That is wild. I've been on some pretty successful blind dates. I have. I've been on some good ones. Been on some horrible ones. You've been married twice? Yeah, 2 times. 2 times. Great experiences. Don't regret them out in the least. I think they were perfectly meant and necessary for me, and taught me a lot about life and about myself in life. And was married to 2 people that held mirrors up to me, you know what I mean? And really showed me who I was. So I appreciate them both more than they'll ever know, you know what I mean? And they're both great mothers to my kids, so I appreciate them for that as well. Tell us a bad blind date story. Yeah, I'd rather not. There was one that lasted like 30. I just had to get out of it. It was 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes. That was the one in red. What was the big jasmine red? Like, what was the name of that thing she was wearing? Oh, her perfume was awful. And then I was like, "What are you wearing?" I told her it smelled amazing, but it smelled awful. And then she pulled it out of the bag and started spraying me with it. I was like, oh God. 30 minutes of pure red door. I think that's what it was. Elizabeth Arden. There you go. Yeah, it was awful. Who'd you have kids with? First or second with? With both. With both. I guess that's why they're still in my life. If I didn't have kids with them, I don't imagine either of them would be in my life. But I mean, you just can't escape them, right? Relationships are really, really difficult in my experience. They can be. Depends what you want from them and what you expect and who you settle with, who you choose. But they can be, definitely. They're a lot of work. They're a commitment, full-time job. Moon would have to smell lit up somehow. Maybe metallics and solar notes mixed together with a dusty note. Yeah, metallics. Metallics would work. Is there any other scent you'd compare Philosopher's Walk to, trying to get a frame of reference? I would say something like this. Frederic Malle's Geranium pour Monsieur, a little bit of Beau de Jour maybe, minty geranium. What else? I mean, like when we were creating it, and I asked Antoine to put some freshness in it. He was like, like freshness, like what kind of freshness? Comparable to what? And I said comparable to Eau Sauvage. Make it as like not to smell like Eau Sauvage, but give it that sort of freshness. Lily says that was on you for saying it smelled good. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I should have told her it smelled horrible, right? But that would have been mean and nasty. And I couldn't have. I couldn't have said it. If I knew her and she was my friend or something and I knew her well, I would tell her, but is your all post office in sesh? Or are we gonna have to wait a bit on no, no. Oh, the post we're good here. The post office is good. No tariffs either, no duties. We're good. I would blind buy Dolce Gabbana red cap in a second. Yeah, it wasn't Dolce Gabbana red cap though. Who was the lady that used to be on the channel reviewing perfumes with you? First one? No, second one. Women think so differently from men. People think differently from people. I agree. Everybody thinks differently. Like, yeah, men think differently from women, but women think differently from other women, and men think differently from other men as well. It's more soapy and less minty than Geranium Pour Monsieur. And some amazing resin in the base. There you go. Carl knows. Jonathan says, I wonder if it will move past Belle Homme as my favorite. Oh, I don't know. Interesting. We'll have to wait and see, Jonathan. Men come from Mars, women come from Venus. Eye-opening book, so true. Who comes from Saturn? The devil. I've heard of this book, but I've not seen it. Yeah, I mean, I've heard of it. I've not read it. I've not read this book. Eye-opening though, eh? You know what's eye-opening for me is meditating. That opens my third eye. I love things that open my eye and bring me a higher consciousness. So meditating, yeah, reading does that too. Trying to read the Bible, but it's tough, man. It's a tough read. Jews come from Jupiter. I thought they came from Earth. I don't think there's anybody out in Jupiter or Mars. I don't think there's a Mars rover. I also don't think we've been to the moon. Who here thinks we've really been to the moon? Kim Kardashian says we don't. She thinks we don't come to the moon. She says she doesn't think we've been on the moon. And NASA responded to her. Can you believe that? But I agree with Kim K. I don't think we've been to the moon. I don't think it's possible to go to the moon, to be honest. I think we've been to the moon. I don't think we've been. Birds aren't real. Birds are definitely real. Earth is flat? I don't know. I've never been up there. I only know what I've been told, and that it's a globe. But other people tell me it's flat, but I myself haven't seen it. But I think there's a lot to it. And I'm not sure, like, I want to believe everything just because I'm told something is the way that it is. Russia has been to the moon? I mean, they say they've been to the moon. They say they've been to the moon. That could have been filmed in Hollywood, though. That could have been filmed by Stanley Kubrick. How do you know they've been there? Like, just because they show you, you saw a video? I don't believe in eagles. Everything is just ducks to me. Yeah, you're allowed to have that belief. I don't think they've been to the moon. I gotta be honest. I don't think they've been to the moon. If it was faked, why hasn't Russia? I have no idea. Maybe they're in on it too. I don't know. Philosopher's Walk will be my geranium pour monsieur. And you'll be my Joe DiMaggio. How do I know I have a brain? I've never seen it. Some people don't believe in God. They've never seen God. They don't believe it. You know what I mean? People have different beliefs. You're allowed to have different beliefs. I've never seen it. The moon is made of cheese. If it was faked, it would be sad to discredit all the people doing the calculations. Yo, even Buzz Aldrin said many years after, we've never been to the moon. He said it. We've never been. Okay, Chuck, I'm going to pack your order right now. Done. Yours is going to be local pickup only. Come and get it. Come and get it, Chucky. And what are you selling? I'm selling fragrance. What are you selling? I am selling fragrance. Chucky, come and get it. Let's go outside for a bit. I think we should go out. Hopefully my Wi-Fi won't die. Because I was streaming from my room and the Wi-Fi, I mean, the data didn't like that. But let's go outside. Let's say hello. It was raining earlier. It was raining. Let's see if the rain stopped. You guys like this deuce? It's the rooster, dude. It lays golden eggs. Look at this guy. Hello. Always raking. Always raking. He's always raking. He loves his lawn. He loves his grass. This is his philosopher's walk. This is his garden and his family. So he was meant to do. But everything's turning gray. Colors. Folly. What does my dad do during the winter? He walks and he shovels. I was raking the grass the other day. He came flying out of the house and he's like, "Put the rake down." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Put the rake down." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "'Cause I want to do it." I was like, "Oh my God, okay." All right, no problem. No problem. But here we are. We're going on a walk, guys. We're going on a philosopher's walk. What is it you want to know? Looks like Washington. I've been to Washington before. I've been to Washington. Do I live with my dad? I do. I live with my mom and my dad. Hey, bro, what's happening? Have a good one, man. Everybody's on the way somewhere. Everybody's doing something. People have places to go and things to do. It's crazy how vast everything is and how much of there is and how much of it just keeps going and going and going. And it kind of never ends. It was filmed by Kubrick. Listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers song Californication. Yeah, space is the final frontier. It's filmed in the Hollywood basement. Yeah, it's a great song, California. It's one of my favorite songs. Yeah, and it talks about that too. Ooh, it's chilly out here. Nice cock. Stop it. Do you like your dad in pickup? No, he doesn't want me bringing home any more girls. He says no more strays. Don't bring home any more strays. My mom's like, you know, every time you go out, dad's terrified you're gonna bring home another woman. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like I bring home a girl every day or something. He's like, he wants to know where you are when you're out till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I was like, dude, I'm just doing dude stuff. People need approval from others. People love validation. I guess it helps them feel more complete. And that's the cats just follow you home, don't they? Yeah, kind of like strays. We got a lot of strays around here. It's going to be me and my oldest son. What's he doing? They don't want any more grandkids. Well, I'm sure they wouldn't mind more grandkids. No, yeah, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. It's trouble. They don't want trouble is what they don't want. You know what I mean? Sun's just about to go down. It's 4:20. Still early. 4:19 and the sun's already going down. We worry too much about opinions of people we don't even know or like. Why do we do that? Where do those opinions come from, though? Like, if you don't talk to people that you don't know or like, where do you hear those opinions? Where do the opinions come from? It's still cloudy here. It is very cloudy. And I miss the sun. That's probably why I'm sleeping so much. Because there's like no sun. The sun energizes you. It's very energetic. But it could be draining as well if you're drenched in the sun. Like at the beach, it could be damn draining. A day at the beach is draining, as much as I love it. Honk if you love Lazabs. That guy wouldn't let go. Dehydrates you like a starfish left on the shore rocks. What dehydrates you, Lilith? Aren't the trees beautiful? Like, I love the color of these trees. I like the red ones too. Like that one there. Those are pretty. Red and yellow and gold and brown. All earth tones. And these are nice colors to decorate your house with or even dress to. Like when you match your clothes to these colors, it's really nice. Nice boots or shoes or a belt or scarf, accessories. It's always nice to choose these natural colors, neutral colors. They're not really neutral, they're natural. Neutral would be more whites and creams and shit. Red ones are your favorite? I like the red ones too. The sun. Yeah, the sun. It's energetic, it's energizing. Don't you find it? When you're in the sun, you're happy, you're in a good mood. You're probably more playful. You know what I mean? Everybody at the beach is happy. You don't see anybody miserable at the beach. That'd be crazy. Everybody at the beach is having a good time. Even if they're exhausted when they leave, though. But yeah, the sun's energetic. You can feel your skin absorbing the sun's rays. It's like when the sun kisses your skin, it's such an amazing feeling. There's nothing quite like it. Just absorbing sun rays. It just feels good. A transfer of good energy. I love those colors. I think fall has something cozy about it. I love going for a drive in the mountains. They have some mountains around here, and the mountain is full of trees, and they got the most beautiful colors up in Milton. Milton's got some really nice mountains. My kid lives in Milton, so when I head out that way, I go through the mountains. You got lots of trees and scenery, lots of country roads. There you can get like fresh eggs and honey and stuff like that on the side of the road. Farmers are selling it. Something comforting and exciting how trees look every day. Aren't trees wild, man? Just the design. Kind of like our skeletal structure. I love the color of trees contrasting against the backdrop or gray skies. Tom, what's happening? Hey Eugene, hyped to try your new scent. Awesome, bud. I'm hyped for you to try it. Definitely vitamin D, right? It feels good. People get more depressed during fall, winter. I'm feeling it now too. I'm feeling like the lack of energy, just with the lack of sunlight, and the nights are longer now. Like the darkness is, I'm definitely feeling it. Like I find myself having to do extra work to get the same sort of dopamine, the same sort of energy. But yeah, darkness, I mean, that's kind of why we rest more and we hibernate too, and less people come out. It's because we're more unconscious during the night. We're more in the subconscious. We're at home, we're indoors, we're watching movies, we're sleeping, we're not going out. Yeah, it is. It does kind of lead to that. It might not always be depression, but it's just like, I don't know, mundane, boring, uninteresting. You know, it's like you got to get over that summit. You got to find ways. Seasonal affective disorder is a real thing. Can be a big issue for Scandinavians especially. And that's why I always say, like, exercise is great medicine for that, for seasonal depression. Exercise is the best medicine. Just get your body moving, get your blood flowing. You feel amazing after. It's healing to the body, and it burns a lot of energy. Burns a lot of energy that you'd probably end up burning in a way that's more harmful to you or leads to even worse depression. Yeah, seasonal mood swings. But me, I'm a man of the night, and I feel like I kind of thrive in the night. Like I love the night. I don't know, I feel like I'm even more conscious in the night, knowing that everybody else is kind of sleeping and out to lunch. I don't know, I just love the night. I have a friend that is a beekeeper, always gets good honey from him, right? Trees are amazing, nature is amazing. Dude, trees are your antenna, man. Plug into a tree and connect to your frequency. Find your frequency. It's out there in the world. I have reverse sad. Philosopher's depression. I suggest Mozart's music. Yeah, music. That kind of music can be uplifting too. Don't listen to modern music. That shit's depressing. It's fucking sad, and sometimes it's hateful and judgmental. Exercise healthy for body and mind. Absolutely. I almost do it more for my mind, for mental health and clarity, and spiritually. It's like God tells me to go to the gym. Sometimes I don't even feel like going to the gym. It's just like God saying, or my soul saying, get your fucking ass to the gym, motherfucker. If you want a good life, you got to take care of yourself. And it says, get your ass to the gym, because you're just sitting here doing nothing. So why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It's just improving your life. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to improve your life? Why wouldn't you want to have the best life you can while you're here? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't anybody want that? So if it's like, I have this conversation with God, and he's always like, if you want all these good things, you have to take care of yourself. Like, that's the way to getting these things. That's the way of getting the life that you want to live. You got to take care of yourself. That's why exercise to me is a priority, because it again, it connects my mental health and my body together. You know, the physical body and the spiritual mind. It connects everything, and it helps with that moodiness. Late night drives with the windows down triggers something in me that I can't explain. Yeah, I like that too. I like all of that stuff. It's nostalgic. You're probably going back to memories. Yeah, people are very nostalgic. And we go back to things that either feel good or feel bad to us. Whatever it is that you're going through. Hopefully things that feel good. Dushan says vintage jewels is amazing. This is art, walking and talking, the Philosophers Walk launch. Rich actually said it. He's like, yo, you should just go for a walk, live stream and just go for a walk. I was like, that's a great idea. I didn't realize I was actually going to do it. Spaced, what's happening? Promoting the new release by walking. Right? How else? You got to be your truth. You got to follow your truth, bud. Whatever you're doing, follow your greatest truth. Follow your highest truth. Follow the truth that matters to you. The one that calls to you. The intuitive truth that lives inside of you. The one that speaks to you. The one that you hear. You know it? And if you don't hear it, you have to filter through the noise. You have to silence all that noise. And then you'll find that truth. Everybody has the truth. But don't mistake truth for something that's not true. Some people fill that void with food. Some people fill that void with weed. Some people fill that void with other people, with relationships. Everybody's got a void. You're not human if you don't have a void. Everybody has a void. Every single one of us has a void. That's just existentialism. But what do you fill that void with? That void is actually your soul calling out to you, screaming. It's screaming to you. You know, if the void is painful to you, it's because you're ignoring it. And your body is trying to communicate to you something deeply intentional and you're avoiding it. That's what that void is, and that's why it's so scary. Well, in fact, like, all the answers you have are in that void. If you can kind of lay that out, communicate with that void. That's where you'll actually find the kingdom, is in that void. Like, if you can make peace with that void, that's where you find the kingdom of heaven. That's where you find peace. That's where you'll find love. That's where you'll find all these other beautiful emotions, in the silence of that void. When you can calm the waters, the rough waters of that void, that's where you'll find the most beautiful peace. Doesn't matter what you throw at the void, you'll never fill it. The only thing can fill it is your own love. That is the only thing you can fill your void with. There's no perfume in the world you can fill that void. There's not enough Ferraris in the world that can fill that void. You just gotta silence it. We are all philosophers. Many are just friends. You're exactly right. Each and every one of us are philosophers of our own life. You don't need a good degree in philosophy to know what works for you and what doesn't. And that's what philosophy is. It's kind of an understanding of life. It's to think It's the think different thoughts than the norm. Live in the way that you see fit. Not be pigeonholed with everybody else. Why are you getting deeper after one puff, brah? My whole life is a puff, brah. People experience things differently. Everyone has their own truth. Absolutely. You and me could experience the same thing and we'll have two different truths to it. We could be sitting here watching the exact same thing and we can have completely different feelings over it. Absolutely. Wally says I kept the stream going while I caught up with the girls in the cosmetics department. She just left the store. One of the longtime associates is moving back to Chicago for work for Chanel. Sweet. I see we're on a walk now. Dibby says I believe in science. Well, I believe in science too. But I also believe in God. And I think God is above everything. Science, religion, government, whatever. Science, God is number one. Like God is the ultimate. Everything falls within God. And science is kind of a study of how God works and how we can reproduce parts of that, how we can improve parts of life. No, just one more fragrance clone and the void will be filled with. Nah, you can get all the clones you want. Oh yeah, it's getting cold out now and windy. 2 more days and see you in Rome. Humans invented God. What God are you talking about? What God are you talking about that we invented? I thought it was the other way around. I thought God invented us. I thought the universe invented us. We came from the universe, didn't we? Right? It's just an idea in the human's brain. Where did the human get the brain? Where did the human get the idea? Does the idea come from inside the human or outside the human? You know what I mean? Like, where do your thoughts come from even? Are they even from your own self? Or are they from one unifying source, one greater source? Where do your thoughts come from? Who is the person behind the thoughts? Is it you? Who is you? The human is the only animal capable of believing in God. Well, because we have the highest consciousness of all animals. Like, we are the dominant animal. And we're consciousness of God. We are like God's brain. Like, where the hell are we? Where is this? Who invented all this stuff? Like, if everything needs a creation, who created all of this? Where did it come from? I didn't put it here. I was born into it. But how? Like, how did I get into this default? This is the default that everybody kind of spawns into. How did the default get here? Who created the default? God. Who else? All these science nuts are going to meet God one day, Eugene. You know what? The sad thing is, Jared, they won't, and they're going to completely miss out. But that's okay. That's okay, because I know, you know what I mean? And I'm always going to believe what I feel in my heart, whether I can see it or not. I know what I feel in my heart, and I know what I believe. And that, to me, will always be the truth, is what I feel in my heart. And before what something is told to me, you know what I mean, by the professionals who don't know what's going on themselves, right? Big Bang is the start of space and time. What was here before the Big Bang? You're saying there was nothing here? Nothing. So it was just a Big Bang. What if there's another Big Bang right now? Like right now, there's another Big Bang right now that happened here. What would happen then? Would we have just like another mirrored universe here? Like, what if it happens again? Who's to say if it happened once, it can't happen again? Then what? What do you mean? Like, where does the Big Bang happen? Poof. How did you survive raising several kids? Enjoy them, bro. You got to enjoy the kids. Spend time with them, be with them, let them flourish, let them be themselves. That's the best way. I loved having kids. Kids was kind of like one of the best things I've experienced in my life, having 3 boys. It's been amazing. Wish I could have had more. You know what? I'm content. I would have easily had more, but I didn't. I had 3 and I'm happy with that. But having kids was amazing. And I wish you all the luck with your kids. Because they deserve it, you know? The kids deserve the best from their parents. They deserve the best parents. They don't always get it. And sometimes, I always wish I'm giving my kids the best. Sometimes I don't know if I'm giving them what they need or what I think they need, which is actually more of what I need. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm like, am I giving them too much of what I need? I don't know. But yeah, it's tricky. It's always tricky raising kids. It's tricky because you want to raise them properly. You don't want to fuck them up too much. I've been to churches and temples across the world, and the only one I thought was hideous was the Vatican. All that gold was gross. Not a religious thought went into the design. A lot of symbolism, too, in the Vatican. What sparked the Big Bang? Exactly. What? Consciousness. What is consciousness? Who created consciousness? The highest consciousness. God, baby. Why do you think we're so consciousness? Why do you think we're so conscious? Because we were made in the spirit of God. I and the Father am one. If there's a God, why are so many people suffering? Let's blame it on God. Now that, I don't know, like, choices. They suffer because of the choices they make. Who are we going to blame? Blame unconscious choices. That's what it is. Unconscious choices, disconnected from God. Right? There's no foolproof manual to raising kids. It's a lot of trial and error, but learning from your elders helps. Yeah, it's a community thing sometimes. I'm getting the drip out here, yo. My nose feels drippy. Tom says, I'm terrified by the idea of having kids. It's the hardest challenge to no longer be number one in your own life. Yeah, totally. Especially, you get married, you have kids, you're second behind the wife, you're second behind the kids, everything changes. You go from everything being about you to nothing. Absolutely. I get that too. It takes real maturity to be a good parent. Absolutely. Patience. I think patience is a big key. Patience and understanding and empathy and just letting the kid develop into their own personality without twisting them too much into becoming the next version of you. Like you had your life, let your kid have his life. You can guide them and protect them, but let them be them. Well said, Floral. Suffering is a test and also a way God purifies a person. There's so much beauty in suffering, though. But the beauty is only visible if you can heal it. Like if you're aware of the pain. Nothing in life that's worth having is easy to come by. So why do we think we will enter heaven without enduring some hardship? Absolutely. But I think we're in heaven here. I think this is heaven. I feel like I can't imagine anything else being more beautiful than here. Like you walk around the world and you visit these places and you're left in awe by what you're seeing, and it leaves all these beautiful feelings inside of you. Jared says perfumes are my kids. Dushan wants to believe in people, not in God. You can, man. You can believe whatever you want. As long as it's working out for you. If you're happy where you are in your life and your beliefs are working, then I wouldn't tell you to change anything. You know what I mean? But mine also work for me. People are of God. Too much evil on this earth for it to be heaven. What if heaven was inside of you? What if it's maybe not the earth, but it was inside of you? Maybe what if heaven was the void? And that's why it feels like such a scary place, because it's unfamiliar and it's uncomfortable. Because the Bible does say the kingdom of heaven is both inside and outside of you. So there might be a special dimension to heaven, but I think you can also reach that place from here just by going inside and reaching a higher state of consciousness. Dushan says, I can see heaven in Anush Patel. Well, there you go, because Anush has that inside of him. Maybe he has like Anuj is aware of that heaven, and you might not be able to see heaven yourself directly, but you see it through Anuj. Maybe that's Anuj's, he's a messenger. Anuj is a messenger for you. You smell like shit. Thank you, Angel Hernandez. I love you.